Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whatever time of day it is, I'm just glad you're taking this opportunity to join me. Hey, I want to take a few minutes and talk about the best way I can probably illustrate God's love for us. All right, so let's imagine that this mat right here is the path in God's love. All right, so we're born into sin, right? We already know that. So we're already starting on this side of the line. But through somewhere in our lives, we know there's a purpose, there's a path for us. And we get on God's path that we have, and we start taking the right steps. And then somewhere along the line, within this thing called life, we get the squirrel effect. And then we start turning and start walking away. And then we're off God's path. We start walking away from Him. But then we realize that this is not for me. This is not the way I'm intended to go. And we can simply turn around and walk backwards. Sometimes we get back on that path, right? And through ups and downs, we might continue on that. But for a lot of us, that's not the case. We could be on this path again, and then sometimes we stop walking. We're at a plateau, we're at a stopping line, and then we turn back this way and we start walking. And then, once again, we turn back around. And then we get so close, literally like a step away. We in our minds, that what we say to ourselves is so defeating that we don't think that we're worthy enough, and we quit on ourselves. We lose our faith, and we turn back around. Sometimes we truly tell ourselves that our own perception, we believe we're at this point of our lives where I'm so far gone that I'm not in the same picture as God's plan anymore. I'm going to tell you this right now. That is not the case. Because in Jeremiah 29:11, it simply says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future." So I give this line, this path, as an illustration that no matter how far out I go, or how often I go, every time I turn around, God's love, God's path is there for you. It is our choice. It is our responsibility. It's the ability to respond to getting back on the path that God has laid out for us. And as long as we continue to have the faith and the strength, God will lead us to prosperous futures. Continue down that path. That's all I have for today. God bless. Peace out.